Yeah, he played really, really well. I think he's a really good young player. I knew beforehand that it was going to be a tough match. Um, I don't think I've been the most comfortable on clay this year, so. But hey, I've been playing well. The level's been high. Just today probably was a dip in form a little bit. The last 2 weeks haven't been too good for me, but yeah, we bounced back straight away.
How would you explain that you don't feel comfortable this year play? It's completely different to what you've seen.
Yeah, I just think it's a little bit. I'm evolving as a player, and there's parts of the game which we've been working on, which necessarily maybe don't suit the clay court game, and you know, in the end, it's a long process. We try and evolve as a player, and some years, you feel more comfortable on faster surfaces. Some years, you feel more comfortable on slower surfaces. But at the end, the main goal is to feel comfortable on all surfaces. So it's something that we'll learn from and try and take it into next year.
Alexei, do you have a feeling that if you would convert one of those break points early in the match, would be any different?
Yeah, I think it's always like that. I've had a lot of matches this year where I've been in the matches, I've had break points, hadn't converted them, and then lost them because the opponent gains a little bit of confidence. He starts playing well. He starts to, you know, gets a few shots here and there going his way, and there you go. I definitely do feel like I was on top mostly the first part of the first set. I feel like I was the better player. I was putting pressure on his service game. I was holding quite easily. At least that's what it felt like from on the court. So, and then one good return game from him, and probably kind of a little bit loose from me in the service at 4-3 with the new balls, and he wins the set. It can go like that. It can go very quickly sometimes in tennis. So it's just how it is. This is how it happened today.
How did you see it on the court? It seemed that after that first break, he was returning extremely well.
Yeah, I think, like I said, once a player, especially a player of his caliber, the way he's going, young, full of confidence. Once they get that first break and feel like, okay, they can be part of the match, they can sustain this kind of level, then they can really show what they're capable of. And I think today he did that.
Did conditions play any part in it today? Because it was not like last year when it was heavier and maybe slower.
Yeah, maybe. But in the practices beforehand, I felt really, really comfortable. I was practicing really, really well. And look, sometimes matches happen like this where the other opponent is just better than you on the day, and I think today he was. Shame it had to happen at this tournament, but it is what it is. We're just going to have to look back, try to learn from it, and get better. Cool. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Where are you now?